Discriminate examples 7 through 9. So for these we are simplifying the discriminant portion of the quadratic formula. That would be the b squared minus 4ac part of that quadratic formula that we will be simplifying. So looking at example 7, we have the square root of quantity negative 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 13. First thing I'm going to do is square my exponent. I'm just going to leave everything inside my square root. So that would be 4 minus, and I can go ahead and multiply all that together. 4 times 2 times negative 13 would be negative 104. I'm going to combine my numbers there by subtracting. 4 minus 104 would be 108. And then I'm going to simplify my square root. So if I think about 108, I know 2 goes into that because it's an even number. 108 divided by 2 is 54. 54 I know is divisible by 9. So 54 divisible or divided by 9 is 6. And that actually gives me a perfect square there. And I can simplify or factor 6. 6 is 3 times 2. So I could rewrite this 108 here as the square root of 9 times 3 times 2 times 2. So I can take the square root of 9. That would be 3. I can actually bring these 2's out because they're a pair, and since we're talking about square roots, that would be, basically if I multiply those would be 4, and the square root of 4 would be 2. The 3, can't do anything with that one. So that 3 is going to stay inside my radical. So then I would end up with 6 square root 3 as my final simplified answer. Example 8. We have the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times negative 6 times negative 3. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and write my radical first. I'm going to go ahead and square 4 squared. That would be 16 minus, and then I'm going to multiply 4 times negative 6 times negative 3, which will be 72. Subtract my values. 16 minus 72 is a negative 56. So let's see, 56, I believe 4 goes into that. So that would be 4 times 14. And we have that negative 1, so I'm just going to stick that out there. So I could rewrite this as the square root of negative 1 times 4 times 14. Okay. And there are no perfect squares in 14, so I'm just going to leave that. So I can take the square root of negative 1, rewrite that as an I for our imaginary number. Square root of 4 would be 2. And we can't take the square root of 14 or simplify that, so that would be 14 inside there. So my final answer would be 2i square root 14. Okay, so for example 9, we have the square root of 19 squared minus 4 times negative 6 times 2. So go ahead and draw my square root symbol there. Do 19 squared. That would be 361 minus 4 times negative 6 times 2 is a negative 48. So 361 minus a negative 48 would be 409. Okay. So if we factor or try to factor 409, you'll actually notice that it's a prime number. Nothing divides into 409. So our final answer for number 9 is just going to be the square root of 409. Can't do anything with that.